Sometimes things just cannot be allowed to see the light of day. Ancient artifacts are kept away from public eyes, languish in dark rooms, away from the innocent people they might be thrust upon. For millennia, the world has been silently kept safe. However, there are those that would unleash these dangerous keepsakes upon the planet. Those people, agents of chaos, want nothing more than to tip the scales of the planet and topple society. We are those agents of chaos, and we are starting really, really small, like video games. It's not a big deal. We're playing unreleased video games. Listen, I'm tired. Writing is hard. Cody goes to hell, but not like I've been praying for, in Swamp Thing. I play with Animals Balls and Tiny Toon Adventures, Defenders of the Universe for the goddamn PS2, and Nikki learns to fly because that's how you cheese the game in Demon Blazon. Now, sit back, gentle viewer, and allow us to destroy society with a single YouTube video. It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 87. Now you can go to hell. After we show you all these unreleased games, the next step is unreleased board games. You are not ready for Crossfire 2. Get caught up in the gimmick of this one, which is shooting real guns at children. It's unreleased for a reason. It's a bad idea. It was terrible. I'm glad it didn't happen.
YNIN Podcasting, part of the EDOC NameLock Interactive Network.
Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hello.
And Matt Crua.
Oh God. Hi. Hi.
You're back.
I didn't miss you guys. I missed you guys so much.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We've been gone a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
We've been busy. But
a million years.
This is the show where in the second half of it we will go over, we'll play games based around a theme. And this week the theme is unreleased games. Games that never quite made it to the public, or never made it to the public in the form that we played them in.
Right. They've never seen the light.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to look forward to if you're watching us on YouTube. After the live recording or whatever, you can do the whole skipping to the part that you want to listen to by clicking in the timestamp below. But until then, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Maybe, possibly. We've been gone for like 3-4 weeks, but
yeah, dude.
I don't know. Maybe we didn't play much. I don't know. Did we play anything? What's been going on?
I played a decent amount of stuff.
Friends.
Oh, good.
Oh, what'd you play?
Well, say anything.
Yeah.
Escape
some rooms.
We played the adaptation of the movie Say Anything. Be the first to hold the stereo above your head.
Well,
it's basically musical chairs, but with boom boxes, and you hold them above your head instead of sit down in the chairs.
Right.
It's much healthier.
Oh yeah, no, the boom boxes were really heavy.
Yeah, we got beefy arms now. That's how
Dude,
it goes.
You seen these guns on all of us?
Yeah, they're
collective
so
guns. We're a militia. It's bad.
We're only shoulders up, but believe me. Well, I don't know, Nikki. You can see your arms.
Yeah, there's no. That would be a joke. That would be a really terrible joke.
Hey man, shoulders up. Check out these shoulders.
Oh man.
There is no muscle here.
You got some smooth shoulders going on there, though.
She's hiding them. She's got concealed weapons. That's what it is.
Oh, all right.
But she's got a permit. It's okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, anyway, so what have we been playing? What's been up?
I played some stuff.
What'd you play?
2 games in particular, I guess I wanted to talk about, since I haven't talked about them ever before. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh. Okay.
You guys ever heard of that game?
No,
No.
that's brand new, I think.
Yeah, it's
Recently?
it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. They had this whole ad campaign. Have you seen the movie with Boy Meets World's brother?
The Trojan War?
Will Ferrell?
Yeah,
Kim
yeah,
Possible?
yeah. Sure, probably. And they go across country, and then the little autistic boy goes, and he's like, "Hey, you want to play a video game tournament?" And he's like, "Okay."
Oh, the wizard. Oh,
Yeah.
even his brother in real life.
Yeah, okay.
I was doing a bit. I know what it was called, guys. So, yeah, and Mario Brothers 3. That's like a really popular game. But I've been playing a version of it that I've never played before.
What's that?
So on the Wii U, there are actually 2 versions of Mario 3 for sale on the Virtual Console. You can, of course, get the original NES Mario 3, which I have bought, which is great. The other one you can get is Super Mario Advance 4, which is the Game Boy Advance version of Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh.
And it's a little different. The graphics are kind of like the All-Stars graphics, but a little sharper.
Okay.
The music's changed a little bit. There are some neat new sound effects. Some stuff has changed with saving, but for the most part, it's Super Mario Bros. 3. The interesting thing is Super Mario Bros. Advance 4 was one of the very few games on the GBA to work with an e-reader. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that thing.
Yeah, the e-reader was this Game Boy Advance accessory that you plugged into your Game Boy, and you would swipe cards, and then things would happen in the game. They were like paper cards you had to buy separately.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was a massive disaster. It failed horribly. There was a Mario Party game that, like, all the mini games were on cards that you had to buy.
I owned that game.
Do you? I'm sorry.
Yes.
How do you play it?
You avoid the minigame element of it and just play the card game.
Right on. But Super Mario Advance 4 was really weird because basically they had a whole bunch of brand new levels for Super Mario Bros. 3 that were only on these cards. And so to get them into the GBA Mario 3, Mario Advance 4, you had to go through some pretty crazy hoops. What you had to do was, you didn't just need an e-reader, by the way. You needed a Game Boy Advance, Super Mario Bros. Advance 4 in the GBA. You needed a link cable. You needed to connect your GBA to another Game Boy Advance. And in that Game Boy Advance, you needed the e-reader, and then you needed the cards. And not all the cards were released in America. In fact, only 1/3 of them were.
So
there were
2 GBAs?
Right. Dude,
That's really stupid.
I don't know what Nintendo was thinking with Game Boy Advance accessories. This is like the same time we got like 4 Swords, which was like, oh, multiplayer Zelda, that sounds awesome. What do I need? 4 Game Boys and 4 link cables and a GameCube and a Game Boy player, maybe, whatever. But like,
good lord,
Jesus, what? Yeah, it's ridiculous. So most people have never played a lot of these levels. The cool thing is, instead of just releasing a regular like GBA ROM dump and putting it in the Virtual Console, they hacked the ROM so that you can access all of the e-reader levels.
Oh, that's
cool. Nice.
So there's like 35 brand new levels. And these levels are, they range from just really tricky to remixes of classic levels. Some of them have new enemies and power-ups that aren't in the original game, like the Cape Feather.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there, we've been working through it. Joe Erda and I have been working through it together, and it's a really fun game. I don't know, can't go wrong with Mario 3, but having new levels to try in the that are actually designed by Nintendo designers is pretty cool. It scratches that itch that Mario Maker has been scratching for 6 months or so.
That's really cool. Man, that e-reader was stupid.
It was, but you can play it now. You can play all the levels, including the ones released only in Japan, for free. I mean, when you buy it, it's only like $8 though.
I don't guess I knew about the Cape Feather.
Yeah, there's the Cape Feather. There's like each level has like ace coins to collect, so there's like there's reasons to replay levels. You also need to beat each level with Mario or Luigi. You can play as Luigi, and he has like Luigi's floaty jump.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then there's new mini games to unlock as you beat more levels and get ace coins. So it's almost like a secondary little miniature Mario 3 unto itself. It's really neat. I highly recommend it.
Cool. And how much is it in the store?
I think it's like $7 or $8.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
For Mario 3 period, $7 or $8, still not terrible. Like Mario 3 NES is I think $4 or $5. So let's bring the extra 3 and get the GBA version. The other game I've been playing was the one I got in a Wii U Humble Bundle. I don't know if it was the most recent one or an older one, but I decided to give Freedom Planet a try. Have you guys ever played Freedom Planet?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
If it's in the most recent one, I have it. I just haven't played it yet because I've been playing another game.
Okay. Which I'm sure you'll talk about.
I will.
But, so I played Freedom Planet I'm about halfway through it. Basically, Freedom Planet started as a Sonic fan game. They were going to just make their own Sonic game.
Really?
And the guy who was designing it was like, well, I guess I could do this and, maybe Sega might send me a cease and desist or something. Or I could just make this a wholly original property. And he did. And basically, it's a Sonic Genesis game with a whole bunch of new mechanics and multiple playable characters and really long voice-acted cutscenes. But
right on.
But you can actually play a mode that goes through all the levels and has no cutscenes. It's just levels, so it's like a real Sonic game. But yeah, it's really fun. I feel like I just got to the part where it's starting to get kind of difficult, which is halfway through the game, like I said. But I highly recommend it. It's been out for a couple years. You can also get it on Steam. But I have the Wii U version, and it's, I don't know, like I said, if you like Sonic, you'll enjoy this. It's like later Sonic, like Sonic and Knuckles era.
Oh,
so,
well,
yeah.
That was a great.
Which is Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best of the series.
Agreed.
In my opinion, yeah. But a lot of people say Sonic 2. I think it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles for sure. And it has really incredible music too.
Really?
Which also fits the Sonic niche pretty well. I can't really recommend it enough. It's really fun. It's really fast, which is good.
Gotta speed, kid.
Yeah, indeed. Gotta blow, bro. The juice is loose.
Oh, gross. All right.
The juice is loose, and that's it. That's really all.
Weird place.
That's really all I've been playing. Though I guess it's 2 games, so that's better than some weeks.
Oh yeah, especially with how busy everything's been.
For sure.
It's been insane. So yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Playing games, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nikki, you play anything?
I downloaded Triple Triad for my phone, which you probably can't see.
Oh,
but
yeah, I can see that.
It's pretty much exactly like Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII.
That's awesome.
It's really awesome.
Oh, Matt's excited.
It's super awesome, and I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this.
Of course.
And it's really cool. The only downside is you get like 5 crystals every 2 hours, and that's how you take your turns. So you can't
freemium.
Right, you can't just sit there and play it for hours and hours, but that's fine because I would probably have no phone battery. But it's really cool. They have cards for every Final Fantasy property in existence. So it's not just a series of 8, cards featuring characters from Final Fantasy VIII. You've got cards from everything. You can get a lightning card. You can get all sorts of Sid cards.
Is this an official Square?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's from the Final Fantasy Portal app.
Gotcha.
And you can play Triple Triad from that.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I haven't played a lot of Final Fantasy myself, but I did play a kind of standalone Triple Triad thing for the PC once, and that was a lot of fun. So
Triple Triad is pretty great. It's one of the best parts of FF8, which a lot of people don't like that game. I think it's great.
I loved 8.
Yeah.
Personally.
But Triple Triad is maybe not worth the price alone, but it's a big help in getting into the game if you don't like a lot of the other parts of it.
Yeah.
You should give an FF a try, Cody. Like that should be your that should be your summer project.
No, his summer project. He needs to complete Ocarina of Time, and then he can move on to like Final Fantasy VII.
Like they just released 10 and 10-2 on Steam.
Yes.
I should play at least 10. I know everything that happens in 10 because of my stint in the voice acting world. But
10 is both short and, in my opinion, the easiest Final Fantasy.
It is, and it I don't want to use the phrase "dumbs it down" because I don't think it does, but it walks you through how to play like really well.
Yeah, so it's a good beginner entry.
Right on. Cool. I'm not opposed to it. I just, haven't.
That's another
played
thing
7,
you could do on CD Gaiden.
Exactly.
I got to do Ocarina first, though. It's important.
To Nikki.
Mostly to Nikki, but I do like it.
You can't. So. It's a requirement for my friendship, Cody.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do it. Child Dungeon's done.
Adult Dungeon. Getting there.
I'm in the first one, so. There we go. All right. I've been playing really one game since we recorded the last episode, and that's also from Humble Bundle for the Wii U. And it's something we talked about in the New Crap a while ago called Citizens of Earth, where you play the Vice President of the world, the newly elected Vice President of the world, and you walk around as a traditional... It's kind of Earthboundy. It's kind of funny, but like its shtick is every character you can talk to, you can also recruit into your party. So if you can talk to them and they are not an enemy, though it's possible that even enemies, I don't know for sure, I haven't gotten that far, you are able to have them in your team and use their fairly abundant powers to your advantage. And it's an okay game. It's funny. The voice acting is pretty good. The characters are fairly interesting and unique, and I really like the art. However, the battles are the traditional turn-based kind, and probably the biggest offender and the thing that I did not like about Earthbound is that every attack looks exactly the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, there's no different animations or anything per character. They focus so much on getting all the different characters that they didn't spend a whole lot of time making really interesting shit that you can do with the characters. And there's no like team up powers or anything like that.
That's kind of like the Chrono Cross problem, if you've ever heard of Chrono Cross, the sequel to Chrono Trigger.
I love Chrono Cross, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Chrono Cross has like 50 characters, but none of them are like particularly necessary. You can just go with the 3 you have at the beginning, and they're fine because no one adds anything to your crew.
Yeah. It's not like Final Fantasy where you do like their superpower and you get like a cinematic for it.
Sure.
It's not like Chrono Trigger where there are, each character can team up with another character.
Dual attacks and triple attacks.
So it's nothing like that. It's fairly blasé when it comes to the actual fights. Luckily, it does have a good sense of humor and it's a pretty game. But I don't know if I'll play it long enough to actually beat it. So. Yeah,
that's kind of what I've heard about it, is that it's kind of, like, if you want to scratch the Earthbound, itch, I don't know why you wouldn't just go play Earthbound.
Right.
Earthbound is better.
I mean, there's still Mother 3 to play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, that's really all that I've been playing, that I can think of. I don't really have a new crap because, to be completely honest, I 100% forgot about it until Nikki joined the call. So, if anyone knows of anything that's coming out that they'd like to talk about, we can do that. But other than that,
no.
That's cool. Let's get right into playing our shit. Why don't we?
Speaking of games that aren't released.
Yeah. So, as Matt said, and I said at the beginning of the show, this time we're playing games that never quite made it. Yep, never quite got released. Or versions that were released, but in really different forms than what they were initially. So yeah, I don't know who we have queued up first.
I think it's you, buddy.
Is it me? All right, let's just start off with me. I played a game that features a DC superhero that most people forget is an actual DC superhero. I played Swamp Thing, which there was an NES version of Swamp Thing, but it was a completely different game. I played the Genesis version of Swamp Thing.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not like incomplete. It's but it's not. It's got some issues, and we'll see that. It was canceled for I don't know. They didn't really say. It just never quite got finished. There were games that I was gonna play. Like I very nearly played Resident Evil for the Game Boy Color.
I almost did that too, but I was like, man,
it seemed like it'd be bad show material.
It did. That's exactly my thought as well.
Yeah. But anyway, let's just dive right into the Genesis.
Well, so wait, when did this game come out?
Man, it was gonna be
or was it, when was it going to come out, I guess?
I think 91, something like that, I think. I might be wrong.
Oh wait, I'm looking at your first screen here. It says 91, so.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was right. So yeah.
All right.
So let's just look at it real quick.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah.
That was some really shitty sounding intro music.
Right?
Yeah, that was awful. Oh, cool. I'm glad it persists throughout the video.
Oh yeah, that is the music.
Hold on, okay, there's so many things I want to say. What was shooting you? Why'd you fall down a hole? What first?
Dude.
Into fire! You're in hell now.
I'm in hell now.
Why is Swamp Thing... Okay, first of all, why is Swamp Thing? Secondly, why are you...
Hold on. Let's start over. I just realized that my capture window is bad. So let me capture for the YouTube screen. Luckily we're only a little bit into it, so.
Do you want me to restart though?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
If you would. There we go. All right. So, we can start now. It's like the music is like a really shitty fucking machine gun. So I'm being chased by Ivan Ooze / Apocalypse, I guess.
So that thing looks like it was drawn on MS Paint.
Right?
That looks
really
like
bad.
It ate Reptar.
You fall down a hole, sperm chases you, you butt first into lava,
and
you're
now
in hell.
You fall into hell. And
why is Superman attacking you? Why is Superman in hell?
Right? So you have to punch these guys.
Look, there's straight up devils there. Oh wait, now you're back.
So I died apparently, and I don't know how.
But you fought your way out of hell.
Yeah, so apparently I can turn into this log.
This game rules.
So now I'm a log.
Best game of the year, game of all years. And then you log into hell. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I've noticed is Swamp Thing, at least in the walking levels.
Yeah.
Not when you're flying through hell and punching Mosquito Superman. Look at you. You. Why are you not in the center of the screen?
Oh, that's a really good point. I don't know.
You are at the front, pushing the camera forward. That's really annoying.
It really is. And I didn't ever read Swamp Thing, so I guess I don't know if these are normal Swamp Thing villains.
The guy, I know the pink guy. That's Anton Arcane. I believe
this is wearing a suit.
Oh, I'm a leaf now, by the way.
What?
Watch your leaf on the wind. Watch you soar.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I can kind of fly. So I'm like, maybe I can
ride the air current.
Every time you get hit by something, you fall fairly drastically.
Okay. But I think this might be based on the Swamp Thing television series.
Oh, there was a Swamp Thing television series?
There was a Swamp Thing television series and a cartoon. I think this might be based on the live actions. You're a swamp great.
Oh, also, when you punch the mosquito Superman, they bleed oil. So, that's a
Whoa.
thing. Yeah.
The music got louder.
So I started over. So
You know
now
what
I'm
this
going to
game-
just try to kill Ivan Ooze.
It worked, sort of.
I punch him and he runs off screen. I can't also, I can't move beyond that vine.
Epic battle here as you pelvic thrust at him.
Right? You just kind of fuck his face.
Dude, your tree flashed.
Yeah, that's my health, apparently.
What?
My health is this tree, and the more damaged the tree looks, the more damaged I get.
What the shit is this game?
Right?
It reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for the NES. Like, you're just walking aimlessly and weird shit is happening.
Yeah, you
And then
played
when
that
you-
for the show, right?
Yeah, and then when you die, you go into, like, a weird world.
Yeah. So I'm trying to catch this frog now, and then this gargoyle fucking clotheslined me. So, alright, I'm gonna try to jump over it. Nope, you can't. You have to fall to hell.
Jesus, Swampy.
Yeah. So you have to fall to hell. But this time something's a little bit different. Can you notice what's different?
Where are the mosquitoes?
Right, yeah. So I appear to have gotten a glitch in which there are no enemies. So now I can just swim through
So
this
now you
level.
can swim to the end of hell.
Yes, exactly. But there are
Did
those
the music
clouds.
die?
Huh?
The music died.
For a second it did.
Okay. So, whoa, is that skull? It, like, moved.
So that hand is there. So
The
I'm getting
background
some-
is so metal.
It is.
Right?
I wish the music could match.
So, like, I don't understand what's happening here. Like,
Why am I swimming in hell?
I feel like I know a decent amount about Swamp Thing. Like, I read the most recent Swamp Thing comic for a while. It was really good. I don't remember anything like this.
Yeah, I don't really remember any of my knowledge of the few pictures I've seen involve hell. Like, did you go to hell? Now
Oh, wait,
there's like
shit.
a mega mosquito who just sort of flies away. I'm done.
She doesn't care.
I don't know if it's because I punched him or what, but it did.
I like how you're legit swimming.
I am.
Right?
So I just avoid this little vine, this hell
What a-
vine. And now I'm back up there.
Dude, and you're on the other side of the
other
hole.
side, so I made it out the other side of hell.
Is this how you're supposed to get across?
I think so. You
That
also
sucks.
probably could fly back out of the hole as the leaf, but I don't know. So now I have like a dragon-headed Jackie Chan.
Look at that guy.
Yeah,
Dude, your tree is getting fucked up.
yeah, but I fucked him up. So there
Dude.
are
Are
people.
those children cutting branches
This is someone cutting
that were
branches.
drawn by Rob Liefeld? Because they don't have feet.
The enemy sprites in this game are incredible.
So I can spit
Whoa.
out vines apparently, and I don't know how to utilize that.
Wait, he just did like a sweet dance move.
He did.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing just fucks people to death,
Get down with your swamp self.
right?
Look at, man, like, I need an animated GIF of those guys up there. Is that supposed to be Batman?
I don't know. It's kinda does
Maybe
look like
this, when you
Batman.
beat this game, it's him waking up in bed, swamp bed, and and telling his swamp wife that he just had the most amazing dream.
Swamp bed.
You've made your swamp bed, now lie in it.
Now, I never watched the Swamp Thing television series, but I did have a Swamp Thing action figure as a
I'm
kid.
sorry.
How I got it, I have no idea. But all I know is that it had his hand, one of his hands. You could pull it out, like, and it
Really?
would, yeah, and it had a
Why?
string. It had a
Watch
string
the waist.
attached. Wow. What?
You know, when my toxic waste bin gets full, I just open my window and pour it outside too.
Like 5 feet from your friend who's doing the same thing.
This is incredible.
So
oh my goodness.
I do have stretchy arm.
I like how he beat the shit out of other high score. He was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he just knocked it out. So I'm Bill.
Okay.
So I decided one more time.
Hey, you get to continue after the hole.
Yeah, I don't have to go back to hell.
Dude, that's kind of great, actually.
Yeah.
So, like, in the little rotating thing where I was inputting my name, it's very obviously his arm that is stretching. But
Right.
in-game, it obscures you just enough that it kind of looks like you just open up your mouth and this
That's
weird
what I was
vine
thinking.
extends.
I thought you were doing like some weird like reptile vomit.
Right? That just stays stretched up.
Like, I like how that guy just walks off.
He's like,
He's
yeah,
like,
I'm just fucking
No,
done.
screw this.
Not
You
only
don't
do I not
really-
want to fight you, I just don't even want to be on the same plane as you anymore. And he walks down the 3D plane.
That's kind of how, like, all of the enemies die in this game, except for the mosquitoes?
Because Swamp Thing doesn't kill, dude.
I guess not.
Whoa, it's
Pink
Ghostbusters
acid
2.
into hell. I'm back in hell.
Okay. So why do you have a skull barrel in your HUD?
I don't know. I've never figured it out. Maybe it was some special thing that was intended at one point.
Oh, you're back here?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's that fucker.
Right? He caught up with me.
Looking like Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna try to go through this door. Nope, can't do that. So, back to Kool-Aid hell.
Purdue Boo in the chat says, I hope Swamp Thing's father wasn't also a thing of the swamp, and that his body is just heretic, or because I'd feel so bad for Swamp Mom. There's no condom good enough.
That's true. You make a very good point. All right,
I just
so-
like the idea of a swamp mom. You just decided to let yourself
I
I don't
down.
know
I'm
why,
dead.
but I just picture Swamp Mom starring Hulk Hogan as the Swamp Mom.
I like it. All right, so I gave up here.
Rex Bradford and Mark Lesser should be angry. They used to, like,
Yeah, and you're
we were
you're
angry
bad
at
at
you.
programming and design.
So that game was probably good that it wasn't released. Really.
That makes
Swamp
sense.
Thing actually look like that?
Kinda.
Kind of, yeah. Like, I don't know if you've seen Man-Thing from Marvel's End. It kind of looks the same.
He's a leafy vegetable guy.
Yeah.
So he's the Jolly Green Giant.
Yes.
That can, I guess, turn into parts of the swamp.
Yeah, he can turn into any plant.
Okay, including
And put-
logs. Like
Yeah.
dead ones. Okay.
Yeah.
What a power.
Alright, right on. So that was my Captain Planet Swamp Creature game. So let's
2 out of 10.
let's move on to the next thing that wasn't released. Who we got? Is that you, Matt?
That's me. Yeah. Man, my game's weird. I don't really get why it exists
Okay.
at all. So when I was a kid, one of the shows that I would watch the most on TV was Tiny Toon Adventures.
Okay,
Hell
that show was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, Tiny Toons was fantastic. It was, a really fun television show that was like Looney Tunes, The Next Generation, pretty much, but it had a lot of very smart humor. And Tiny Toons ran from 1990 through 1995. And it was a big hit. It spun out, Animaniacs and after Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, and other stuff like that. And Tiny Toons continued to even be referenced in those shows because it was so important. Tiny Toons had a bunch of video games. Buster Bust Loose on Super Nintendo is pretty notable for being kind of decent. Not terrible, anyway. Maybe not decent, but it's not terrible. But they just kept releasing Tiny Toon games. Like, after the show ended, they kept releasing them.
Did they
Like,
really?
Forever. They
Wow.
never stopped. And when I was looking for games that hadn't been released, I went to this amazing website Unseen 64.
Yeah.
Probably how we
Yeah.
all found our games.
Yeah. And I was looking through the games and I was like, this looks stupid. This looks okay. This is fine. Wait, Tiny Toon Adventures for the PlayStation 2?
What?
That's okay. Yeah, the show had been long gone since then. Actually, there was an
Right.
Animaniacs game for the PS2.
There was. So Tiny Toon. This is a game called Tiny Toon Adventures, and it has a couple different names: Defenders of the Universe, or also Defenders of the Looniverse.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah, guys. And it was created by. And here's what's really special about it. So, it was created by a company called Treasure. Treasure is a fucking awesome company.
Okay.
Really?
Treasure released Guardian Heroes, Gunstar Heroes, Ikaraga, Radiant Silvergun, Mischief Makers, a whole bunch of really awesome, like, fast-paced Twitch shooter platformer style games from the Genesis through 64 era and Dreamcast era that were just incredible games. They're known for making, on the whole, really good games.
Okay.
I have played a Treasure game on the show. I played Astro Boy Omega Factory a really long time ago for an
I
anime.
remember that. Yeah.
And it was a pretty good game. So I was like, so this is a canceled Tiny Toon game for PlayStation 2. It was scheduled for 2002. 6 years after the show stopped airing. 10 years after the show stopped production. And made by fucking Treasure. Yeah, I'm gonna play this game because it's like, what is any of this? It makes no sense. And it has a really weird background to it. Anyway, it was developed in Japan. The director was a guy named Tetsuhiko Kikuchi, and he made another game for Treasure that was only released in Japan called Rakugaki Showtime. And
Okay.
Tell me about it. So Rakugaki Showtime was a PS1 game that was kind of like Power Stone.
Power Stone is fantastic.
Wow.
Right. Except like you were like doodles, which is Rakugaki is a term for artistic doodles.
Okay.
And you would throw items at each other in order to win arena-based battles. And basically, they took the engine from Rakugaki Showtime and turned it into a Tiny Toons game for no reason that I can openly discern.
Oh.
Is this a Tiny Toons Power Stone game?
Sort of.
Well, that sounds awesome. I don't.
But it's not a fighter. It's definitely got a story.
Okay.
But the story doesn't make any sense. And you'll see a little bit of it. I definitely skipped some. But yeah, it was like they kept fighting to get it released. Kikuchi was working on it through at least 2004. But with new consoles, the next generation, the Xbox 360, PS3, etc., it just fell by the wayside. And eventually the company that was supposed to produce it, which was Conspiracy Entertainment, who was known for such games as nothing. They're not known for anything. And they were known for Animaniacs on Game Boy Advance and American Tail, Fievel's Gold Rush on Game Boy Advance.
There's a property that still needed to continue.
Right? And Gadget Racers for GameCube. So,
Is
Ninja
that a Rescue
Breadman.
Rangers racing game where you're just Gadget? Like,
That sounds stupid too. But yeah, so this is Tiny Toon Adventures Defenders of the Universe. And I'll tell you a little about the story as we watch the video.
okay, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. So, it is a two-player co-op game. You can play as any of the 4 characters. I didn't try them all, but as far as I can tell, they are all exactly the same.
Okay.
And there are 4 characters. The thing is that all 4 characters are always with you.
Okay.
And if you don't have a person controlling them, they have really, really, really terrible AI. Just really
All right.
bad. Yeah. So here we go.
about how big space is. I mean, it's big. Really big. Huge, even. A couple of million light years, that's nothing compared to space. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, the Gold Star. A planet in the Jewel system made almost entirely...
So some guy wrote like an original story about gold aliens or something.
And technologically advanced.
It keeps speaking after the loading screen
Yeah, I noticed that. I think that might be a bug. But I also found it really interesting that they have voice acting recorded for an unreleased game.
Right.
It made it pretty far, I guess.
And not only do they have voice acting recorded, they have the real voice acting. They have the Tiny Toons voice actors.
Really?
Now, are they just sound clips that they could have borrowed from?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, these are definitely original lines.
We're actually early for school.
Wow.
Well,
Graphically, it's not that bad.
For a PS2 game, nah, it's alright. It looks like a really early PS2 game.
Yeah.
Gosh, that idle motion.
Yeah. Everyone seems like really bouncy. It's really strange. Practice throwing balls at your friends. So we're playing dodgeball.
Don't need to ask me twice.
The controls are kind of weird. You have a button for grabbing balls, and then you'll kick them, and it kind of homes in on random spots on the map. I don't really get it.
What the hell did you do?
I believe that is a catch the ball motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd everyone go?
So I have the grab and throw, and Hampton just taught me that I can throw other people, which is pretty great.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm gonna beat the shit out of Baz for a second.
I really enjoy that even though they have the voice actors doing original lines, it seems like that's not the case for these "take that" lines.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, look! Cuddly little animals! What are you doing, my little
I don't think that's the original Elmira.
Can I play?
No, that's definitely like Cree Summer.
Is it?
No, I think it is, and I think it's just that the encoding is really terrible. It's probably a really low bitrate.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll be safe.
The only I don't believe that's Hampton's original voice actor when he talks. But yeah, so now we have a mini boss fight against Elmira. You'll notice I have health up at the top.
It's draining for no discernible reason.
Yeah, she's kicking my ass. And she can fly. It's insane. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what those blue marks are for on the ground at all. I'm also beating the shit out of my friends because they have terrible AI. Just really bad.
Why are they running toward her?
I don't know. Sometimes I'll kick the ball at her and it won't affect her. The hit detection seems really iffy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of like, is this the whole game? Am I just kicking balls at people?
That sounds terrible.
It does. And then I realize I have a laser gun button.
What?
And I don't get to shoot it because a cutscene happens.
I was gonna say you can Kamehameha.
Oh, hold on. My favorite part's about to happen, I think. Maybe not. Maybe
God, the sound effects are so bad.
I might have already missed the part where they misspelled Elmira as Elimra.
Oh, did they?
Oh, I saw that. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that's spelled.
So now there's a debate happening, I guess. And so we have to get the class.
Hey, how come it's always an egg?
What?
He's a duck.
Yeah,
Okay.
and ducks hatch from eggs.
Right. So now I have to use the homing dash, which I guess allows me to home in on these blue spots.
Oh,
Which
that's what
seems
they're
like
for.
you're gonna be in first place because of that mechanic.
But it doesn't tell me how to homing dash, it just tells me that I can.
Oh,
So all I know is the second thing it teaches me, which is homing dash in the air by jumping. I never figured out how to homing dash on the ground, which really screws me over for quite a while. This is not a fun segment. I don't know why the school is like this. Also, my health is continually going down. So
I
there's
don't
this
remember this in the show at all.
Right? There's this section with broken glass all over the floor. And I think I'm supposed to homing dash from the blue spots. And I don't really know how to homing dash on the ground. All I can do is the jumping dash. So I'm like, well, maybe I can just keep trying and get through. And maybe I'll get lucky and not get hit by debris in the air. But no dice.
Yeah, you're having a really tough go of it.
It looks like I would hate this level.
Dude, I definitely hated this level. I'm just hitting buttons at that point. Like, I even hit start because what the hell? What are we supposed to do?
I mean, I see what they want you to do, but...
Oh no, I had paused in the hopes that there was maybe like a move list or a button config.
Oh, yeah.
No such luck. Yeah, they want me to go from point to point. And so...
Can you just walk it?
That's pretty much what I end up doing. I was trying it there, but... And I tried like little short hops. Because I feel like walking would take too long, but fuck it. Ah, God! Hitboxes!
There you go.
Got it. With nary a sliver of life to spare.
You made it.
And I don't know what happened to the debate, because the next cutscene is definitely us in class.
Where's Bugs? Greetings, class.
Doesn't Bugs have 2 G's?
No.
Oh, I could have sworn it did.
What is up, Doctor? Bugs? You put on some weight. Before we commence, I'd like to inquire if anyone has noticed a gold extraterrestrial in the vicinity.
Did they call their teacher Bugs?
I don't know. I don't think they called him Mr. Bunny, so...
Alright.
So, there's a...
I don't even think they called him by name. I think it was just like teach
Yeah.
and shit like that.
I think that's probably right.
Eliminate all witnesses? Wait a minute. I didn't witness anything. My eyes are closed. You see? Because...
Beat
fuck
Tony
that.
the robot.
So now, again, I'm kicking buttons and things in the same damned arena.
There need to be new items.
Right?
Like,
Like, throw pianos. Like, you just ran through a million of them.
So I saw this thing and I'm like, well, maybe I kick that beehive? And it looks like bees came out.
Bees come out. Alright.
And then a plane, what?
Why is Calamity flying or an RC plane above your head?
So now I'm like, well, I'm just going to use this laser on him. That's all I wanted to happen. I just want to use the laser. I missed, though. Because once I set it to fire, it goes in that direction.
Oh, I just wiped him out.
Yeah,
Nice.
kill.
damage critical. Initiate procedure. Vaporize evidence. What's procedure vaporize evidence?
A gas can.
Oh.
A shitty explosion.
Wow. In a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Now you can go to hell.
You had that. That robot was searching for.
So the storyline of this Tiny Toon Adventures game is oddly like straightforward
What are you?
and not wacky at all.
Robot looking for
Yeah.
you. And what's the capital of North Dakota?
Womp womp. Oh, this voice acting sucks.
It's
So
okay.
I skip right there because I can't take it.
Yeah,
anymore.
good
That's
Good
the goal,
decision.
And now I fall and I'm dressed like Indiana Jones for some reason.
Because comedy.
You got
Shut
some
up.
bombs.
Yeah.
Wait, you're inside a creature of some sort.
Yeah, it looks like I'm in some like guts or something.
This cave has ribs. Yeah, why do you have these bombs? I guess you can't just punch, you have to throw weapons?
Right.
So
there's the-
this whole
gremlin.
game is basically just
Right.
how many round objects can you throw?
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
looks like it. There's a coin you can collect.
I'm not
You
really
can-
sure why I'm fighting the gremlins from that really old Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah.
But so there's some skates, and I can't collect them.
They're worth $2,000 that I don't understand. I don't know what you do with money.
So I was wondering if maybe I could like. What happened? Why did Roadrunner happen? What?
What are the gremlin things holding?
What?
Are they like newspaper? What the fuck?
So hold on,
Like the indicator that you have a certain amount of lives left. That was great.
hold on. I want to point something out. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it here because this is for understand. All right.
Okay.
I died there. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And I was like, well, I guess I'll continue. But I was jamming on the X button because I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why did I blow up from the Roadrunner? Where did the Roadrunner come from? What is going on? And as I'm jamming on the X button, I got game over because the default option on the continue or game over is game over. Yeah.
That's stupid.
That sucks.
Why would that be? I don't understand.
Guess it's good this game was never released.
Yeah, like in the end, it's neat that it is a Tiny Toons game 10 years after the show ended with the actual voice actors, which is kind of like the same gimmick like the DuckTales remastered had, but the game is not very good.
No, it looks really bad.
Really repetitive.
Funky, yeah.
Funky, repetitive, just not fun in general.
It seems like they could have done a good job with that concept, but
sure. I mean, I feel like if you had, instead of like the weird homing dodgeball system, like maybe something more like Power Stone, where I'm just constantly throwing all kinds of wacky shit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Billy and Mandy.
Any other mechanic would have been great.
Yeah, just give me a damn punch.
Yeah, exactly. Billy and Mandy made a Power Stone clone, and it was pretty decent. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I think we played it on the show, maybe? I'm
Possibly.
not positive. But, yeah, this is trying to take it in a new direction, and they did a bad job.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, Nikki, what'd you play?
So I played a game called Demon's Crest, and it was released for the Super Nintendo 1994. And now some of you may be thinking, but Nikki, that did see a US release.
Yeah,
and
Demon's Crest is awesome.
It did. But what I'm playing is a Japanese beta version. And so it's, of the beta versions that I guess are available, the Japanese version is a little bit closer to what the final product is like. There are just some small exceptions. The sprites are a little bit different. The level backgrounds and whatnot are cleaned up a little bit. And in the beta version, there are only 4 stages that you can play, and you start the game with all 5 talismans and 4 of the crests, which if you've played Demon's Crest, you know that you need these to kind of help you complete the game. So I guess they just wanted it to be kind of easy. So that's what I played. It was an unreleased beta. I didn't realize that until after I had finished playing and gather information to research for the show. But it was a lot of, well, we'll see.
Right on.
It was a lot of we'll see.
All right, let's play Demon's Crest.
All right. I love Demon's Crest. Can I just say that up front?
Demon's Crest is a really good game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never played it, so
Didn't they add Firebrand to Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
They did. I mean, admittedly, Firebrand in this game is Red Armor from Ghouls and Ghosts. They're pretty much the same character.
Yeah.
But like the Japanese MVC3 calls him Red Armor. And
Yeah, it's a spin-off of Ghouls and Ghosts. You play a baddie.
Well, I mean, Red Armor is the henchman's name, but this guy's name in particular is Firebrand. He is a Red Armor named Firebrand.
Okay.
And so the US MVC3 was like, nah, we're going to make him be the one from Demon's Crest because that game ruled. And I'm like, yeah, it did. Like,
also, this doesn't say Crest.
Whoa, Demon's Blazon. That's better.
This is Super Nintendo?
Super Nintendo. Now, I ended up playing this game for around 25 minutes, so I'm not entirely sure where I made cuts. So, let's see what happens.
See, I always love this about this game. It opens like in medias res.
Yeah.
And you're just fighting this fucking crazy boss.
Yeah, it opens up immediately with a boss fight.
Look at that fucking album cover of a boss. Like,
right? So I've got like a fire spitting move, like a move where I show my ass to the camera. I can jump, I can like fly a little bit. That's kind of awesome. Oh shit, he's spitting fire at me, and hey, I can shoot him, so that's cool. So I'm gonna try to do that over and over, and I killed myself immediately. So I select Moichido, which just means one more time. And And I
All
get to
right.
sit through this cutscene again. I guess it's a cutscene again. There's no way to skip this, and it just
Yeah.
it takes a little while.
I don't know if the finished product did that, but it's a dumb thing that Super Nintendo games kind of did a lot.
Yeah.
We had to sit through fucking boss introductions entirely every time.
Yeah. So I can't like
Yes,
I
you
hit
got
him
it.
in the head. Yeah. So I figure out, hey, I can hold fire. I can hold flying. That's awesome. But in order for me to hit his head, I probably have to jump a couple of times. And as you can see, I'm doing a really poor job. But I think I get it eventually.
Yeah, once you start flying in the finished product, you can't ascend. You're pretty
Yeah.
much
Oh,
flying
really?
wherever you start. At least in the original. I never beat the game, so I don't know if there's a form you can take that allows you to climb or whatever.
I think there is, yeah. But can I just point something out really quickly?
Sure.
It's not really
Sure.
related to this game. I mean, technically, but this is a really good video, Nikki.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Like the quality and like you edited it and everything. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. You know, it took a long time, probably 4 years, but everyone's got to grow up someday.
Indeed. Holy crap! Oh my God! What?
That was
Why did that
violent.
happen to his head?
Right?
Collect it.
So I do.
Good job.
I did it, you guys.
You murdered
I did
that
it.
guy.
I murdered a thing. So,
There you go.
You
yeah.
immediately realized what the headbutt's for.
Actually, that occurred without me entering anything. That just kind of automatically
Really?
happened. Yes.
Oh,
the
that's
second
different.
the second one was because of an action that I took, but the first one was not. I think they wanted to kind of show you that,
Yeah.
hey, this is a thing you can do.
Watch out for the KKK.
Yeah, the KKK is really prevalent in this neck of the woods. And
One
so,
thing-
go ahead. No, I'm just
Like,
explaining what I'm doing. It's
Yeah. This game is kind of difficult. At least in the final version.
Is
And
it?
Holy crap! It kind of looks difficult here too.
Well, you'll see in a minute. I wasn't gonna dispute that in a minute.
Okay,
So, please look forward to it.
I'm excited for you to break this game open.
I wouldn't call it breaking the game open.
You're
But
gonna get
I'm gonna
well-
dispute that statement. That's
you're
all.
gonna get world record on Demon's Blazon beta.
Beta, exactly. Yeah. So here's kind of a stupid moment from me. I'm like trying to like headbutt this. I can't. I'm like, what's going on? Do I have to kill things? Is that statue at the top something I have to kill? I don't know why it never occurred, or it didn't occur to me immediately that, hey lady, just jump on top of it.
There you go.
I was like, there we go. Yay. Oh shit. The music changed.
You only got 2 health.
Oh yeah, there's the health indicator. Huh. Oh well.
Whoops. Ah, you just Zelda'd that statue.
Right?
I did.
You see that fucking mode 7? Oh shit!
So that was stupid. And then I think this is also probably a really stupid move.
You're probably gonna die.
Probably. That's a
Oh,
safe
yeah,
bet.
you did. Yeah. Man, he just disintegrates.
Yeah, cool death animation.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So fortunately, I don't have to start from the very beginning, just this beginning of this level, which is good.
Sure.
Yeah. So I realized, hey, you can fly. And I don't really want to fight the KKK anymore. So I'm just going to fly throughout the whole level?
Oh yeah.
Can you level up?
Good question.
Sort of. I mean, you collect those gems, like from meeting that first boss.
Yeah.
They give you new forms and powers.
But like, if you avoid beating or fighting the enemies, you're not gonna really lose anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was easy.
There
Sweet.
you go. Speedrun strats.
Full power.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm like, I'm ready for him to die.
Whoa.
Oh, he stopped.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that, but
I like his Conan O'Brien hair.
yeah, isn't it gorgeous?
Those might also be horns, but I'm gonna assume it's Conan O'Brien with like 4
I
locks.
prefer that, actually.
Dude, he's turning red.
He is
Already
turning
almost
red.
killed him.
It's almost over.
You'd think.
What?
Yeah, so he turns into this statue guy, which sucks.
Oh, he wakes back up.
He's
He
fully healed.
does. Yeah. And he seems
Yeah.
really angry because he's like really red now.
Oh, now
Oh.
he's dead.
Yeah, he's really dead now.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah,
Well, good job. You
I did
murdered.
it.
You murdered
Yeah.
him.
I murdered a thing.
You should break his fucking statue with your face.
You know, I think I'm gonna do
Oh
that.
my god. This game's violent. And now it's on fire for some
And now,
reason.
because I headbutted him, he is on fire, or the statue is on fire.
Man, Firebrand's a good name for him.
So now I'm in this desolate wasteland.
This is interesting, because at this point you would go to the map screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no map screen, like, at any point. And so I'm being really cautious because I don't know what to expect ahead. And, you know, axe-slinging Koopa brother or whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's just fucking werewolf hammer brother.
Yeah, thank you. I was like, man, why did that fall out of my head just now?
Guy's a werewolf?
Looks like one.
Sure.
Oh, what's that spider monster?
It's the worst thing.
Avoid it.
And that's the plan.
That's terrifying. What?
I hate it. And so, like, I don't know why this is here because I can fly. It seems like really unnecessary platforming when you have the power to fly.
Wait, maybe the map screen is after the next boss.
Maybe. And so, there's a part coming up where I speed it up a little bit because I just am completely garbage for about not 5 minutes, but like a long period of time. And so I sped it up so we can spare everybody the suffering that I went through.
I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. Jump up those pineapples.
Yes, the glowing pineapples.
My favorite flavor. Very delicious.
Yes.
Do it!
I did it!
Look
Firebrand,
at you.
you're my hero.
Right?
Fuck jars.
Yeah, I'm sure they contain health or something, but health is for
Bananas.
suckers. So here's Conan O'Brien man, and he's back with a vengeance. Or maybe it's Conan O'Brien man's son, and he wants, to take, because I killed his father, and he wants revenge.
Like, he didn't point down. He just flipped his hand down at the wrist. There was no pointing involved.
Right.
It's like he was trying to venom web sling all over your face.
Oh shit.
This guy
Yeah.
looks kind of hard.
Well, I mean, it wasn't difficult, but I mean, I probably should have opened that jar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
Getting good.
right?
He's getting high.
Yeah, and I mean, there's not too much time left in the video.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So,
You became
that's okay.
bones.
I did.
oh Demon
So I just
Blazon
decided-
Sama.
So, what'd you think of Demon's Blazon, Nikki?
I actually had a lot of fun. I thought it was a fun game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
The finished product is a lot of fun. You should play it.
Yeah?
Demon's Crest is great. Yeah, but yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
And I don't know how different it seemed from the original game.
Its
Well,
name
yeah.
was different. It looked a little easier in parts.
Yeah.
And that's probably the goal of like a beta version.
Yeah.
Sure.
They probably want it to be a little bit easier. so that people get really excited about playing. I probably could have, but I was like, 25 minutes is enough.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well, with that, we're pretty much done, except before we go, we gotta find out what we're playing next time.
All right. Hey, Cody, how is life now that you're a married man?
It's good. It's good.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is it good?
No.
Are you... Nikki, how is your relationship going?
It's okay.
Oh,
right.
no.
Not to the point where I want to
Too
play
bad,
a dating
guys,
sim. I don't want to play a dating sim.
It's time to break up with your significant others and get out there and shop around some more, because we're playing dating sims.
Fuck my life.
Fuck.
Any type, you know. I mean, I guess we're technically an R-rated show, so... You know.
Yeah. Oh man, why was this a theme that we made?
Dating sims, guys. Next time.
All right, cool.
We're gonna read some anime dialogue.
No, we're not.
Well, we're just gonna make people fall in love and fuck us. That's the entire point. Yeah.
Isn't that the point of life, really?
Sure. All right. So that's what you have to look forward to in 2 weeks. Look forward to? I don't know. Anyway, until then, I'm Cody, and with me, as always, is Nikki Wright and Matt Crua. Until next time, don't die, and Matt...
Don't play a dating sim either.
Keep on dating.